wow. So how did I do that? Okay, I know exactly how that happened. That's weird. Okay, well, I'll just record it like this. See how this works. How can I start this? Well, I'll start off by saying this. My name is Rondell. And I'm the Son of God. I am the chosen Son of the Most High, who is prophesied to come and to pretty much be in the world, and the world knew him not. This might probably take a lot of people by surprise. I mean, I would expect it to, nonetheless, you know what I mean? But I'm quite sure it would take a lot of people also by surprise, and almost to the effect like how do you have the audacity to make such a claim? You know what I'm saying? And those are the things that I pretty much want to speak on, nonetheless, because I guess for a lot of people who are looking and wondering, is this the time? And for the most part, I can definitely say the same for myself. I have been in my own right trying to understand how did I fit in to this whole scheme of things. Pretty much how does one like myself be acknowledged as the Son of God, someone who's everyone, that pretty much everyone is in some way. I'm sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied, excuse me. But I'm going to get through this, man. I'm going to get through this because I came up here to pretty much speak my piece, right? So this is the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying, is because I feel that, yes, the Father has shown me in so many ways that I am His Son. But the thing is that, it's kind of rough out there, if anyone knows, just growing up, different from a lot of the people that you associated with for so long. You realize that you're just not really a part of the agenda that is pretty much coming up on the earth. You know what I mean? You just realize you've grown up out of a lot of ways that you thought, and you like to challenge things more. That's pretty much where I came up as well. So anyone who can confirm to that, definitely I could agree. I've come up in that place where, conversation for me almost is always seemingly heading to an argument, and never to my, just because I wanted to. It's just because of the way I see things, and some people just want you to see it the way they see it. And that started from me being, when I was younger, in my teenage years, pretty much the same thing. Sometimes people, women will ask me about guys, and I'll give them my honest opinion. And some dudes will be like, yo, bro, don't tell her all the secrets. Don't tell them all the secrets. I just never knew that, excuse me, I never respected that code. Because I just felt like I didn't have anything to hide. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, this is who I am. So I got to give it to her, as raw as I feel like, she can handle it. And that's just me. I was always like that. So anyhow, hopefully I'm not rambling, but I do want to make a point, because I did say that I am the Son of God. And I mean, I'm quite sure it's going to, for a lot of people, take people by storm. Because, maybe they looking, at my appearance. Maybe they are probably saying that, this guy sounds like he's drunk or something. He's been drinking. And I haven't been drinking, though. I'll be honest with that. I haven't been drinking. I did talk a little bit, But listen, don't allow that to be your only reason for disowning someone who's going to be your king. Because if honesty is, to me, what it means to be a respected person, a king, that's all I give, is my pretty much bitter honesty. So that's what we're going to practice right now. We're going to be honest, right? So I'm going to be that example of honesty. Why, how? By being myself. Can I do that? Can I do that for my people? Can I be myself and still stake to my claim with some proof, at least, for some people who probably just want, me to get to this point? And how could I be the Son of God? The Messiah, you know what I'm saying? Like someone who actually believes that he is the Son of God. I know people are wondering how, how could that be? Because again, there's quite plenty of people who've come before me and made this, or even, live a life where people would even speculate on the possibilities. Sorry, hold on a second. Whew. Okay, I feel better now. Okay, so and my room does get a little dusty here. So if I do look like I'm a little hazy looking or whatever, it is because of that too, though. My room is really dusty. It's disgusting. I live in the basement, nonetheless. So if that means anything to you, because again, when you look at the scriptures, and what they're prophesying about as far as the Son of Man, mind you, this is a scripture that the Messiah has said that he would give them a sign, and that sign was the sign of Jonah. So when you think about the sign of Jonah, it was Jonah being in the belly of the whale, the beast, okay, in the belly of the beast. So knowing that, me being from Brooklyn, New York, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, New York would make me the Son of Man that's in the belly of the beast, okay? Like I said, I live in the basement, all right? So this would be my tomb. This would be pretty much where I've been, in the belly of the beast at. So now I'm rising in December. Okay, this is the time of the lion. Okay, the Lion King rising. Okay, this is the reason why they gave us the Lion King, the remake, right? I'm sorry. But walk with me though. Walk with me. Walk with me. Because I'm shooting from the hip though right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure it's going to take a little bit more for some people who've been, hitting those scriptures, man. Because trust me, I look at a lot of the camps and, I can say, for the most part, they all have played a part in my developing into who I am right now. Okay? And for the most part, I would say, there's a lot of camps, but there is a camp that I would say speaks like me, okay? And why I know that is because when, I had stopped listening to this camp for a while, and I'll never forget, like, I really wasn't really, like, into their type of, preaching at, one time. It was just a little bit more edgy than what I was kind of like comfortable with, because my approach was always something that was edgy, but nonetheless it was somewhere where I can like really be a friend to someone. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I wanted to come across, right? So, okay, um, I've come up under a lot of people's teaching, though. So I mean, I was kind of a little bit balanced in that. I would listen to some edginess, and then I would go back to where I was comfortable. Fast forward into this time, the Father again had always been calling me the Son of God, but nonetheless, it was something that I really couldn't understand, and how I would be able to make this claim when there's so much going on in the world, and the platforms wasn't something that I was always used to. I didn't like the way I speak. I still don't, but this is how I know this is the Father, because again, I wouldn't even be speaking right now if it wasn't for the Father. Okay. Nonetheless, it was just really for me a spirit that the Father had put on me, that I felt like if anyone if anyone was gonna be over me, they had to respect the spirit that I had, because I felt like it was a spirit that was speaking prophecy. It was a tongue, a language that was something that was different from most people I've ever heard, especially the ones that are in the church, because that's where I was raised. I was raised in the church. So I remember, going through a lot, and going back to the church, because I really wanted to, I had a lot of pressure on me, and I had gotten real sick looking. And I remember that time, because I pretty much took pictures of myself during that time, and it was like something I can never forget, because that was during the time that the Father pretty much came to me. The Spirit came down on me, and I was going through so much, but He spoke to me during that time, and He spoke to me in His language, but nonetheless, I can understand in a way what He was saying. It was like I can hear myself speaking His language, but I couldn't understand it. But nonetheless, like I was saying, the Spirit was saying something that I couldn't understand, but I can feel. I can feel that it was saying you are the Son of God, and just get yourself together, basically I'm gonna be, with you. But for me, it just took me a lot to understand that at the time. It was still something new to me, but I can say that it carried me all the way from then until now. So this is probably around, I'll say, I want to say 2007, because that's probably around the time I started going onto the internet and watching Ringo, and Ringo was going in on the church, and that was right where I needed to be. When I started watching Ringo videos, I was blessed. I said, no, I got to. This is the man right here, and he had the edginess that was a little different compared to what because I was always waiting for Ringo just to do something curse or say something, real foul, because he just had that edginess. But he always kept his composure, man, and sometimes he'll say some little, or do certain things that I just was really not, I guess you could say appealing to. But nonetheless, I always took everything with a grain of salt, man. It was never I can't watch him no more, but it was just that certain things that I was kind of under impression, But anyhow, but I bounced around, like I said. I bounced around from back and forth to different, what do you call it, Israelites, pretty much in the streets. Some of them, most of them indoors though. You know what I mean, preaching and stuff. And to get to the point, right? Because I'm speaking a lot, but I just wanted to give everybody a clear understanding that I have walked, you know what I'm saying, through all different types of like higher learning as far as you know, within that, you know, spiritual community, you know what I'm saying. So with that, I would say when I came back from that, you know, I was in my own mind, man. I mean, it was just that, you know, the Spirit was dealing with me, and I was just seeing things for what they were, you know. And you know, I always had like a problem with the world, right? But I never could really understand like how to like, I guess you could say, like, be mad about it, but at the same time not sin. You know, I didn't understand how to do that. But I remember, you know, struggling because I felt like, you know, I wanted to hurt somebody, you know, but I didn't want them to beat me up though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to be able to hurt somebody but not get beat up. So that was the thing. Like, you know, I said, you know what? I'm gonna just chill because I don't want to get beat up. And maybe then that's how the Father showed me, like, you know, that's not the way. Because sometimes that's what the Father will do, man. You know? And I mean, when I say beat up, I mean just to say, like, he be the victor, man. You know what I mean? Not to say I'm just going to let the nigga whip my ass. No, man. But I just don't want nobody to be the victor for me to figure out that I shouldn't have did something. So I fall back. You feel me? And I think that's the wisest thing we could do, man. And the Father reward us because of that, man. You feel me? So that's my whole thing, you know. Is to talk to my people and let them understand that, listen, this is your grace, man. This is me showing, you know, how and what we could be, you know, through all the struggles that we've been through. You know what I'm saying? Being born in the belly of the beast, B. You know what I'm saying? If anybody know about Brooklyn, yo, you know what I'm saying? Being born in the ghettos during the 70s, you know, was definitely a struggle for my family and my people. You see what I'm saying? Because most of my people who look like me, sound like me, this is what we going through. Okay? So at the end of the day, I'm not saying nothing wrong. I'm speaking true facts. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. This is I'm building my case to let people know that this is the reason why I know who I am, because of the fact that I've heard my brothers speak, right? And I appeal to pretty much everything they say, especially when it comes to these bitches. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know what it feels like to be in a life where you always have to appeal to these bitches and they never respect you, yo. You see what I'm saying? So that shows that I'm the son of God, because why? I'm claiming to be somebody who hears my people, them sighing and crying. That's what I'm saying. So if I'm saying that, you know, my people is the ones that's out here in the streets sighing and crying about what is going on in this world, I mean, y'all not listening to them, then how you think I feel about that? You see what I'm saying? Because again, I'm claiming to be the son of God. If you just, you know, if you just didn't catch what I was saying, okay? So this to me is something that you really need to take in consideration. Basically, that's what I'm saying. You need to take this into consideration. If anybody who's, you know, probably a little, you know, still taken by my words, but again, you're gonna hear my voice, and I'm gonna sound just like you, right? And I'm gonna say the things that y'all mad about, basically. Okay? So before you start judging and trying to look at something and say, oh yeah, but look at this, the Lord ain't gonna have no locks, and you know, the Lord ain't gonna... First of all, what do you know? Okay? What you need to know is that I'm the son of God, man. I'm making the claim. And you know what? I'm putting everything on that. So if I'm wrong, then you'll know. Okay? You'll know that. But at the end of the day, I'm not wrong. I know what I'm talking about. I'm standing on it 110%. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, like I said, I mean, I appeal to my brothers, man, because they truthfully have the spirit. You know, I mean, I was always kind of like trying to understand, like, yo, you know, how does this gonna go down? Because my brothers ain't gonna accept me, man. They see me, they gonna look at me like, no, this ain't, you can't be him, and what do you know? But I'm thinking, like, right now, this is gonna take that faith that the Father been saying that we need. Yeah, because, you know, first and foremost, he said I was gonna be a stumbling block for a lot of y'all. So this is something that y'all gonna have to really show whether or not you gonna have to show this world that you are foolish enough to take a chance like what you about to do, because I'm quite sure this is gonna reach somebody. Okay, look at it, my song is playing right now, yo. If you know we don't believe in no Haile Selassie, first and foremost, we gonna leave that right there, though. You know what I'm saying? Because even, you know, the rosters, I know y'all looking at me and trying to figure me out. You know what I'm saying? But they said, like, you know, a star in the east. You know what I'm saying? So the east is in east right here, where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? In New York, basically. You know, and again, when you look at a lot of these movies, man, from back in the days, you know, because I be on Instagram, and I'm you know, I got a little buzz right now. I mean, it ain't big, it ain't huge, but like I've been breaking down certain things, so I'm giving them their meat in due season right now. You see what I'm saying? So trust me, they're gonna be my first disciples. They just don't know that, because again, they're gonna walk with me, and I'm gonna speak to them. You know, very soon, and let them know, you know, they gonna have to make that choice, because I've been feeding them. So they know I got that wisdom. They know my wisdom is popping. And they know I got that understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know that I'm the truth. Because if they weren't, they wouldn't watch me every day. And I post damn near every day. So I know that they are watching because they understand where I'm coming from. You know, I seen the video, you know, one of the brothers had posed from GMS. You know what I mean? I didn't get to who I was talking about, but GMS is definitely, you know, those brothers who I would say, you know, I'm very, like, you know, blessed to hear speak, because, you know, there's a lot of things that I would say that I don't agree with. I would say that too, but at the same time, for the things that I do agree with, you know, those brothers have the truth, man. Them brothers have the truth, man. Y'all got the spirit. I'm going to just say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all brothers tell it like it is. And no lie, I've been watching y'all for a while. And I've been, like, truthfully pleased by hearing y'all. You know what I'm saying? And most of y'all seem very sincere to me. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, I must say, you know, y'all have really come up from the time that I started watching y'all to now. Like, y'all are, you know, the Father blessed y'all. You know what I'm saying? I must say that. And y'all gonna be blessed, man. If y'all truthfully believe that I'm the Son of God, man, I'm trying to tell you, man. You know, again, like, there's a lot of stuff that I can say that, you know, I don't agree with y'all with, but at the same time, yo, this is, to me, amazing right now, yo. I'm dead serious. This is an amazing time, y'all. Because here it is, man. This is the time that we're going to have to get by. Y'all going to have to get past me. You know what I'm saying? In other words, in order to make, you know, to come through this, y'all going to have to believe in me. Because the Father gave me that That blank check. Yeah. He gave me that blank check, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you trust me. You know, I know what it takes for people to be pleasing to the Father. You see what I'm saying? Because I've come up through those ranks. You know what I'm saying? The Father, and I'm quite sure a lot of my brothers as well, you know. I mean, you know, it's just that, you know, y'all gonna have to tone it down. Y'all gonna have to bring it down and let somebody shine, you know, that's greater than you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, y'all know how the scriptures go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I may sound that I'm sound cocky and everything, but yo, I gotta start from somewhere. I gotta start sounding like I know what I'm talking about. Because again, you know, I know brothers is gonna feel like, oh, you know, how the hell, you know, and he doesn't look like this. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? But I know how I would feel if I was wanting someone to be serious and sincere. And that's all I'm trying to do is say, yo, man, you know, when I listen to my brother's GMS, you know what I'm saying? And this ain't no cap either. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to make no plug or nothing. I'm just speaking facts. When I listen to them brothers, they always make me feel good, man. You know what I'm saying? I like to hear them, you know, way they bring across the scriptures. You know? And my thing is this. I don't go into the Bible like that. I speak the truth. And to me, if you are somebody who can hear my voice, then you are my sheep. Long story short. Like I said, I'm over here. I already know what time it is when it comes to these females. I know we living in a world where, you know, the so-called white man is still claiming that he's superior, and then also he's calling himself white when we know that he's not. Okay, I know that much. And I know we got these so-called, you know, these so-called black people who still want to be black to this day, don't want to own up to a nation yet. Mind you, you got all these brothers out here preaching to y'all, and y'all ain't trying to hear nothing they say. You know what I'm saying? Nothing they say, y'all don't try to hear nothing, and they speaking nothing but the facts, man. They bringing all the information to you, and all you want to do is contend, like you know it all. You're not humble. See how the Father fooled y'all? You know what I'm saying? And I respect those brothers because they're very sincere and they put themselves down. I mean, I've seen them be very humble, man. And nonetheless, you know, especially around, you know, at this time, they've toned down a lot and you know, improved in their, you know, as far as allowing people to come through without all of the, you know, trying to, you know, ban this and ban that. Because I know y'all is big on the beards and stuff like that, but at the same time, you know, I'm undercover, man. So you can have a problem with me all you want, but I'm undercover, B. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You know, I'm undercover. So for a lot of people, I'm never gonna fit the mold. You know what I'm saying? But I'm undercover as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, I'm free to go. You're not gonna hold me up on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hold me up on anything, then I'm gonna hold you up on something. So that's, you know, and trust me, you ain't gonna hide no sins from me. So if you know the scriptures, you ain't gonna be able to hide nothing. So you wanna try to act like you gonna hold me up to something, you're gonna be held to something. Trust and believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm undercover, so it's for these people to figure me out. Like I said, I'm gonna speak like a man, and y'all gonna hear me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna hear me like a man and know that I'm the son of the Father. You know what I'm saying? I'm the son of the Father. So, you know, and I say that with all humility and respect, you know, for the Father. Because, again, you know, I come as someone who the Father created. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things that I don't know. I can say that. Why? Because there's a lot of things that I've been taught that was wrong. And I had to come out of that. You see? So right now, I'm coming as a child to the Father. So that's how I look at my children, too. I look at them as children. I don't look at them as, you know, nothing else other than my children. You know what I mean? They have to be submissive to me. Because why? You know, they have to let me be the one who's the head. You know? And I have to sound like the head. I can't sound like someone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, especially when you got other brothers who think they know more. How you gonna learn if you don't allow me to teach you? And trust me, I can. You know, I know you looking at me and probably thinking that, you know, I don't know what I'm, you know, and there's nothing that I know, but, you know, that's up to you to figure that out. You know, that's up to you. But again, you know, the scriptures are going to be, you know, they're going to prove themselves. So again, I mean, you know, you can think that I'm lying, and you can think that you can, you know, do anything to me. You know, I mean, first and foremost, you know, I'm not no undercover, you know, agent or none of that other nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that this is the time because of the fact that I've seen the movies that they've been showing. Most of these movies are about me. Okay, I've seen the movies. You know, recently the brothers were preaching. I mean, talking about the movie with the Asher movie. You know what I'm saying? And also they were talking about the movie with the guy, I think it says something about shall come, the time shall come or something like that. I think it's the time shall come. Well, yeah, that movie actually is definitely about me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, of course it's a mockery, but it shows that this is the time that we're living in. Because, you know, I notice, you know, with all of these celebrities, you know, most of them, you know, have in their name in some way is a mockery to the Son of God, man. Y'all got a lot to learn, man. I'm not gonna even lie, man. I got so much information. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Like, I got so much information that is gonna blow your socks off, man. Okay? Like, y'all really, really don't understand a lot of these things that I'm gonna present. I mean, I'm just quite sure y'all will, but it's just to say that y'all don't understand how much stuff I have, yo. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, that's the reason why I feel like they're going to start trying to, like, shut stuff down, B. Because they don't want us to get together on this knowledge, B. That's the thing. Because, see, the thing is that, you know, once it start getting out that I'm the Son of God, man, you know how this is going to go, B. Y'all already know. Trust me, man. It's going to get crazy out here, man. I'm trying to tell you because, like, first of all, like how they were saying, like, a lot of people ain't gonna see, you know what I mean? Because they're not looking for this time. So you look at, you know, you look at the world and all these things that's going on in this world. You feel me? Like, all the things that's going on in this world, and it ain't nobody paying attention to that, yo. That shows you we're in the last days, man. Come on, all these homos and all this stuff that's going on, the homo agenda. You know what I'm saying? Come on, I know everything, yo. I'm trying to tell y'all, B. Like, yo, the Father hit me good, man. He hit me very well. From my people, like, yo, you know, man, like, they really got a problem with me, man. And I mean, I ain't even come up yet. That's just to show you. And I was just looking at one of the brothers post something about the, you know, like, the underdog, you know what I'm saying? Because that's real. Yo, B, let me tell you, ever since I can remember, I've always rooted for the underdogs, man. You know, and it makes sense now. It makes sense now because I am the underdog, man. I'm that person that nobody ain't going to expect to blow. And, you know, and on top of that, be a righteous king. Because I know righteousness, man. I know the right and the left. Trust me, I got balance, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So you know how I'm coming. I ain't coming crazy and trying to be no, you know, not to my people though. You feel me? Like, I can't say how the Father gonna make me. You know what I mean? It's just that in my spirit, I know how I am. You know what I mean? And most people, like, you could check my pedigree, for real, for real. If y'all digging me right now, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep in contact with my page. You know what I'm saying? Because for real. Like, I want cats to build, you know, so we could build and do this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm transparent, B. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to hide, yo. Because I know this is the time. You see what I'm saying? So I know already, you know, it's going to catch, like, fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, y'all going to raise me up. Y'all going to put me on the top like y'all supposed to. Because that's what the sign, that's what it is, man. The Father looking for somebody who's willing, you know, to put themselves out there and make themselves look foolish. Because again, like he said, I'm coming with a sword. So you already know I'm breaking. It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be pretty much taken away from each other because of me. So y'all already know that. So it's gonna be a lot of y'all leaders who y'all gonna probably have to either leave because they not trying to rock with me. But this is what I'm saying. Y'all gonna have to choose this day who you gonna serve, man. Because again, this is about getting out of this, yo. And again, I ain't got nothing to hide, man. I mean, like, yo, I don't know what to tell you, man. If the Father ain't speaking to you and my voice don't ring a bell to you, then I guess I ain't the one for you, basically. But for the ones who my voice is sounding like the Son of God and I'm speaking with authority, like somebody who know who they are, then maybe you probably hearing somebody, you hearing your Father right now. Maybe you hearing your Father right now. Because that's what it's about right now. You know, I don't have anything to hide. Like I said, you know, you've done everything, you know, in this world. You know, and I'm speaking to a lot of the you know, so-called Israelites and, you know, the different ones that also, you know, prescribe to just quality, you know, and righteous understanding. You know what I mean? Like people who just have true understanding of who we are. And then, you know, the fact that, you know, our true heritage is, you know, like where we are originally are through, you know, pretty much, I would say in this part of the hemisphere. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I don't really subscribe to that land over there. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing, you know, just to put that out there. I ain't trying to I'm trying to again, be transparent. So that's the reason why I feel like a lot of brothers are going to have to really take heed to what I'm saying. Because why I say that is, you know, there's a lot of things that I've been understanding, you know, lately, as far as, you know, the order. And also, you know, the fact that when you think about some of the things that they do on the left hand, right? Like we are familiar with what they do on the left hand. So, you know, the left hand and the right hand is almost very similar. So in that case, you know, why does the Father have me looking in so much of the Egyptian understanding? Why is that? You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's a scripture where Moses, right? Moses, he was learned in all of the Egyptians, right? Wasn't he learned with all the Egyptians? So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Lately, you know, I know we prescribe to the Hebrew Israelites doctrine, but no lie, man, all the understanding that I have right now has come from the Egyptian, you know, pantheon. And that's pretty much where a lot of my understanding comes from. So that's why I know that's the wisdom that's the understanding that the Father wants us to have, man. You know, that's the order right there. You know, now, again, I've heard and I've been listening to a lot of brothers who've been saying that, yo, I think, is it Dave Holloway or Dave Calloway or something like that? I believe he's been saying that a lot of our, you know, orders and things like that were in this land before these people got here, you know, and that there was an Egypt. Because, I mean, when you look at also, you know, the monuments in was it South and North America, like, you know, the parts of the Mexican area, right? Well, so-called Mexicans, okay? So don't get crazy, y'all. Like, listen to me. I'm trying to get with you. I'm trying to make you understand something. So check it out. When you think about that, right? In when you look at the stuff in those areas, right over in Mexico, right? Don't they have like the is so much compared to the ones in Egypt? I'm just saying. And some people would say it's because they're older and stuff. Okay, whatever, man. You know what? I'm not trying to get into that. What I'm going to say is this. This is the golden city right here, man. Okay? This is the golden city. This is what I'm going to say. Because, again, when I look at those places, I feel the spirit, man. Like, those things are attached more to us than when I see those places in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't have, any connection. I'm not saying that. But what I would say is that I'm more, the force. Yeah, the force is the force is over here, man. It's over here. So this is where I'm saying, like, I know that there's a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, that's in these camps who's telling these people to, to go back over there. Well, anybody who's understanding and the Father's been speaking to you concerning this, then you know where you stand right now. Because again, if I say I'm the Son of God, and this is where we're supposed to be, then this is where we're supposed to be, man. I'm going to tell you that now. So, be where the Son of God is, and you'll be safe. But if you go where you go following these so-called leaders, you know what I'm saying? And again, I'm putting my life on that, all right? I don't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. I'm at my lowest at this time. I don't have anything to lose. What else could be worse than this mother effing earth? Like, what is better? You know what I'm saying? Like, just speak to me. Like, feel me on this. What could be worse? What are we really fighting for? We already know, listen, this world is not for us, people. And anybody who know me knows that, I'm a person who, I speak like this all the time. I let it be known that I'm sick and tired of this mother effing place. And I want out. That's what I say. You know what I'm saying? And I hear my brothers when they, even strangers sometimes, man. I'll be on the train sometimes, and you'll meet somebody and you strike up a conversation, and there was this woman that I remember being on the train with, and every time she would see me, she, a little, I think she was like a little touched. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the right word to say, but she was dealing with some things, right? So anyhow, when she see me, she'll be like, "Oh, another day, another, and I'll be like, "Yeah, you're right?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, what we gonna do? This is life." And I'm like, this is how people are, man. They are tired, yo. They are tired of this. And I'm tired of it, because it's like, no matter how much you try to make it in this world, you realize how hard it is. And the bad thing is that, as a man, and trying to prove to these women, that, you can struggle and still have a desire for other women, man. Like, I don't ever get that. Women will be so happy about their little boys being a chick magnet, but soon as a man, want to be known for being a chick magnet, he need to grow up. Now he need to be more mature and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I can't help that, man. That's where the Father made me. Nigga, I need to have all types of bitches. You see what I'm saying? Why? What's the problem with that? That a nigga just want to have all types of women. I just don't understand that, yo. I mean, if you want me to keep it real, and when I say things like that, why you get mad at it? And then y'all go out there and do all types of triple, y'all be having all types of dick in your ass and in your mouth, and then on top of that, have a nigga try to wife you. You know what I'm saying? On some real, like, wife me up because you're a good man and you don't need me to be like that no more. I want to be a good girl. after you was all types of freaks with everybody, and then you gave me that information when I didn't even ask. You know, how dare you? You know what I'm saying? Bitch give you the information if you ain't even ask her. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm telling y'all, man. Like, listen, the Father appeals to what y'all be saying, B. Okay? Because if he didn't, he wouldn't have me saying it. I'm not saying it because, you know, it's something that's cute. You think a nigga like me feel good about saying this about women? You think I feel good about saying this? This hurts me more than it hurts them that I gotta speak like this. Because they don't. I speak like this, and most likely I'm gonna get a fight. But at the same time, they ain't gonna change, yo. They gonna say, so what? And again, man, if y'all really want to suffer in this world dealing with these type of bitches, be my guest. Be my guest, B, because I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to fight with nobody. I'm speaking the facts. And if you can't get with that, then that's just you. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing as a macho man, but I'm not, you know, toxic, you know? At the end of the day, you know, I know my place. You know what I'm saying? I know my place. And I know brothers out here know their place. But we can't take away from the fact that there's been some abused people out here. We can't take from the fact that some of us have been abused out here. We can't take from the fact that some of us have been violated. So, you know, my whole thing is this. You know, if those people were to repent to you and say that they, you know, that was wrong, and that's what they, you know, they did that, would you forgive them? Because that's what you need to ask yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, the Most High said, vengeance is ours. But I'm saying that because, you know, there's a lot of people who want to be toxic about how they deal with people who have issues. But at the same time, you know, if you ain't somebody who just gonna deal with everybody like that, then you shouldn't even go that hard. You see what I'm saying? Because yeah, there's some people who have some issues, but this is that time for healing. Some people are avoidable, man. I've been in a lot of situations like that, and I didn't have to, you know, punch nobody's teeth down their throat in order for me to get my point across either. And I didn't have to, you know, settle for somebody wanting to be up, you know, on me either because I was too scared to talk up. You know what I'm saying? We all have situations that we have had in our lives when people took advantage. Even though we're not probably open to speaking on those things, but nonetheless, you know, that's what helps us be a little bit more sensitive to other people. You know, you know, people who want to repent more so or less, not the ones who want to be welcome, you know, like, you know, they're women. Because, you know, one thing I can say is that I love women. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoy being around a bunch of bitches. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I'm going to speak like I want to speak. So if that's fine with you, you know, I don't want to, you know, I know a lot of y'all is, you know, they don't want the Son of God to speak like that. You know, they don't want him to say, you know, things that, but I mean, listen, I'm balanced. I can speak as a man, and I can speak as, you know, someone who speaks like the Spirit. So I can do that, but right now I'm just trying to make a point because I feel like, you know, women definitely need to be put in their place. You know, we are men that can both play, you know, both roles. You know what I'm saying? We are very dual. So again, we can be very, you know, show you compassion and even cry with you sometimes. But one thing we're not going to do is allow you to think that we're weak because of that. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to allow you to think that we're weak because, you know, we have compassion on our women. And then the women want to be, you know, like the men nowadays. Nah, that's going to get broken. Let me tell you. A lot of y'all bitches, you know what I mean, that be out here trying to, you know, act like y'all men, you know, it's just because y'all ain't been through nothing yet. We're going to put y'all asses through some stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let that be known. You know what I mean? So when things, when the fathers, start turning this thing around, right? Because he about to turn this thing around because I'm speaking, right? I'm speaking. I'm lifting my voice like a trumpet, right? So this is going to alarm, this is going to start that. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, this is the time. Y'all can think that this is a joke, but I'm trying to let you know, if I sound like somebody that you know, because I'm speaking the truth, the truth. You know what I'm saying? If I'm speaking like somebody that's a man that don't give a damn about how these bitches feel, nonetheless. Because I know there's a lot of brothers who can't say that, though. Y'all got females and y'all can't speak like men. Y'all can't even tell them what time we living in. We see all the wars that's going on in the world, and you can't even tell these bitches nothing, B. Much less what not to put on. Y'all still out there jumping in front of a bullet to say these bitches? Y'all deserve everything y'all get. Every bullet that hit you, you deserve it. Facts. I deserve everything that the Father hit you with. Because, this is how I feel. A lot of these women put a lot of these men through hell, man. And men would do anything to save them, yo. And I'm going to prove that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to prove that. Right? Because I got to prove everything. I bet. When you think about how the fact, men, get rejected by a lot of these women out here, right? Rejected left and right. After, we could be very sincere and very caring about how you are. Women will talk to you about, for hours about a whole nother nigga, though. Bitches has gotten that bold. Where, I don't care how much, you try to be, they won't even listen to you, B. You be like, they said, why I gotta really come out on this bitch just for her to understand that I don't play that? You see what I'm saying? This is where we at right now. These bitches are so bold that they'll talk about a whole nother nigga while you trying to push. Bitches is doing that. I'll be like, yeah, they doing that. Father be like, bitches is doing that? I'll be like, yo, they doing that. They doing that, Father. He'd be like, yo, we gonna done these bitches, man. We gonna put them in their place, man. Because again, we over here trying to speak. Now, granted, some of us have had our moments where we were, pieces of crap. And those men are gonna get dealt with. Because my whole thing is this, man. If you had a good woman, right, and you were being a piece of crap, at the end of the day, who are you to try to come off and try to convict somebody else? You know what I'm saying? That's just like, you have some people who, been, weed heads all their life, smoking weed, but then when they see you smoking weed, they start making up their face like, They couldn't, smell it, or they'll be like, or they'll get even bold enough to like try to take it from you and put it, and tell about, telling you to stop smoking it. When really, they were probably the reasons why you became as, instead of them being just humble and prayerful in hopes that you won't, they'll just try to make you feel bad about something that you do, that you may have, actually got from them. Which is crazy to me. But, my whole thing is to say this. You need to be humble, man. We're living in a world where there's a lot of pressure already for us to live, and, pretty much, we can't even afford to die. You got people who, man, they die and, the family is set back. We can't even afford to die. I always said to my sister, me and my sister would talk sometimes, and I would tell her, yo, do you know we can't even afford to die? Like, if one of us died, like, literally, that's why the Father keeping us alive, because he's like, y'all niggas ain't even got no money to put each other in the grave. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, it's crazy. That's how bad it is in this world, But again, you can't tell these women nothing. They don't want to hear that. They get scared. They get upset when you talk like that. But this is what I'm saying. Like, if you got a woman and you can't play somebody like me in their house, in your house, and they be okay with that, then that ain't your woman, bro. Okay, she everybody woman, man. I'm gonna just tell you like that, because you're gonna find out when you go try to protect her. Okay, I can guarantee you it ain't gonna work for you. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is like this. Anybody who claim that they have a woman and they can't play this in the house and she says nothing, this is a challenge. You know what I'm saying? This is a challenge from the Son of God to y'all. Allow me to speak, man. Turn me up loud, man. Let it be known that the Son of God is here. You know what I'm saying? Proclaim me. Let it be known that you have an image. You have an image of the Son of God, man. And you can take, they can take that other image out of their minds. Because if y'all proclaiming me and the image can speak as well, then guess what? We're completing Revelations, man. This is the book. This is the book, right, that the angel was proclaiming, if I'm not mistaken. So again, man, I should be appealing to somebody. Somebody should hear me right now. Because if I, again, man, will he find faith? I mean, will he find faith? I got more things to say, man. I know there's a lot of things I've missed, but, this was my first go-around, so what can I say? You know what I mean? And I'm going to get up for this thing, man. Y'all let me know, hit me up. Let me know if there's a post in this mother effer, man. Y'all say something. Let me know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is at least. Let me know y'all know what time it is. Because you ain't got to believe me, but believe my truth, though. My truth mean everything.